At T-Mobile, our critical mission is providing unparalleled 5G coverage for when connectivity is mission critical. Introducing T-Priority, America's best 5G network experience for first responders, even in times of congestion. More capacity, faster speeds, better coverage. T-Priority from T-Mobile, built for tomorrow's emergencies, ready today. Discover more at t-priority.com.
For qualifying organizations on eligible rate plans, coverage not available in some areas and may be impacted by emergencies.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Now, let me take my watch off real quick. Ain't trying to get no distractions as I'm doing this episode because I feel like I gotta be, in the mindset. I gotta be locked in when I'm doing this episode. But anyways, so it's crazy how two of my friends have been talking to me. One about work, and then their kid is looking for some school shoes. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dang, like I have been slacking a little bit when it comes to podcast episodes. I feel like I can't be thinking of like episodes like how I used to. Back then, I feel like I could just come up with an episode right then and there on the spot. Now I'm like, dang, I'm struggling. I'm struggling a little bit. But anyways, no, overall though, I'm probably going to do a separate episode where I talk on like different types of work shoes to have. But I feel like if your job allows you to only have a certain type of work shoe, like you can't have like any old type, then yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, you gotta go based on what the job wants and stuff. But nah, for school though, no, you can, when it comes down to a kid being in school, well, here's the thing, because I feel like that when you get into high school, that's when it's like, okay, if you're trying to have a pair of sneakers that you can have even like after you like get out of school and stuff, yeah, I'm gonna be recommending some types, because there's one particular sneaker where it's like it's a full-blown tank. Like there's these types of sneakers that I hadn't had for years, and I'm like, fam, it's crazy to think like in 2 years, I think it'll either be 2 years or next year when I had bought these Air Forces. And I still have them. Like, that's the thing. Like, Air Force Ones, Nike Air Force Ones, them are the types of shoes. It's a tank. Like, it's one of those shoes where it's like it takes a lot of wear and tear, damage. It takes a lot to destroy them shoes. And even I remember when I was in high school, like, there was a pair of these Air Forces that I had where I was like, fam, I was pretty much wearing them all the time. Like, there was never a time where they, wasn't uncomfortable. Or what else? Wasn't uncomfortable. No, wait a minute. Wasn't comfortable. Okay, I added the for no reason. But anyways, yeah, there's a lot of different sneakers, I feel like. And I feel like with a kid, like if it's a kid like that was like me when I was growing up, then yeah, kid ain't gonna care what sneakers they get as long as they some good pair of sneakers and stuff, But back then, yeah, I remember when I was in school, I didn't really care. Like like my parents. So the thing is this, they did leave it up to me to get me, or to get whatever pair of sneakers I wanted. They were just the, the buyers and stuff. I was the picker. And, I will always just stick with Converse. Like, I think it was my freshman year. I remember I did try to, get some, basketball sneakers. But other than that, I was like, that I have to say, I think that was really the only year where I had decided to get something that was different and out of my usual buys of sneakers and stuff. Because yeah, it would be either Air Forces or Converse. I think. Oh, and then there was another year where I remember I did get me some Vans. It was these black Vans. And then, what else? Oh, and then I think it was my 7th grade year where my dad, he just randomly got me those shoes, but it was the, Kobe 5s. It was the Laker colorway. Hold on for a second. Let me open up Google Chrome real quick and open up goat.com. But anyways, let me check real quick. Kobe 5 Laker. Let's see. I think that was the name of it. It was the Zoom Kobe 5 XDR Lakers away. And dang, they got them shoes for $523. What about these ones? This is the 2010s. I don't know which year these shoes, because they got like one where it's the 2009, and they got the other ones where it's the 2010s. I don't remember what year them shoes came out, but I do remember getting a pair, and yeah, it was me and this kid. We were the only two kids in the school with the Kobe 5s. Like, it was like there was friends of mine that were into sneakers, and they didn't even get a chance to get those shoes. So yeah, man, it was it's one of those things where it's like, stuff like that sticks out. It's like because at that time being, I wasn't even really into shoes like that. Like, they were telling me, oh, you got the Kobe 5s. I'm like, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what kind of sneakers I be getting and stuff. Like, these are gifted to me and things. So I'm like, I guess destroyed those shoes. Like, nah, bruh, them shoes. I remember so like, if you do own a pair of Kobe 5s or know what a pair of Kobe 5s look like, so there's this like this mesh part that's attached to the plastic at the, like, because there's this like hard plastic that's like at the heel part of the shoe. So anyways, there's this mesh part that's connected to it. So back then, like, when I would put my shoes on, I would just stump my foot inside the shoe. I wouldn't untie the shoes, pull the laces, spread the shoe out a little bit, because there's a process on putting on shoes and stuff. Like, there are some slip-on shoes. Kobe 5s are not slip-on shoes, and I was treating them like slip-on shoes, and I'm like, no, my foot is going to get inside of this shoe, not realizing that I am a growing boy, and then what does that overall mean? My feet are gonna grow. So yeah, I ended up messing them shoes up. Tore the or ripped the mesh part off of the hard plastic, so them, like, it would get stuck at times, and I'm like, dang, bro, I shouldn't have did them shoes like that. I was like, I shouldn't even have gotten rid of those shoes. Like, the thing is this, I feel like with Kobe 5s, like, you can't really get them all that dirty and stuff. So them shoes, they were still in good condition. It's just that I grew out of them and stuff, and so I ended up donating them. I didn't see a need for having them. I'm like, it's probably in somebody's closet. Or, well, I mean, that, because they were like some small shoes. So I'm like, unless, I don't know, maybe it's a woman that has, because I got them shoes all the way back when I was in middle school. And I think at the time being, they were like a 7.5 or something like that, 7 or 8.5. All right, it might have been a 8. It was either between a 7.5 or an 8. I don't remember. But anyways, but yeah, overall, I'm like, yeah, I guess you could do that too for your kid, like, just get them any old random pair of shoes. Like, that's the thing, if it's like popular shoes, then yeah, overall, it's like, the kid ain't gonna trip about it. Like, you go out and get your kid a pair of Air Jordan 1s, they're not gonna trip about that, boy or girl. It's one of those things where it's like, I think anybody, well, then again, it's like, I mean, if they have like a particular style, then yeah, then I guess, like, if they a fashionable kid and things, then yeah, then they might overall trip about it. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's always, so I'm more so talking to the parents out there that don't have fashionable kids. Like, you just get them whatever and things, but you're all like, I don't want them to be uncomfortable, when wearing these sneakers. So what sneakers should I get, TMossBoss? Like, what are the all-time greatest sneakers? If you ask me, the all-time greatest sneakers is Air Jordan 11s. All right, I'm telling you right now, your kid, them shoes is like, if you get the right colorway, like, there's the one colorway, the bread 11s. If you get the bread 11s, them shoes, it seemed like it would be the only part of them shoes that would get dirty is the white part on those shoes. Other than that, them are like, those are like, in my opinion, that's the ultimate tank shoe. Like Air Forces, and if you get like leather Air Forces, because they got like a gang of different types of Air Forces. You could go on GOAT right now. Hold on for a second. Let me look up Air Force One. Like, let me just name off some. So they got like the all white ones where you can actually get those for under retail. Well, so here's the problem with that. So if you are a 5.5 and below, or a 16.5, or not 16.5, but a 16 and up, then yeah, you are gonna be paying over retail. But if you are in the like size range of 6 all the way up until 15, you can't get them under retail. So those are, yeah, I've seen so many different, like, it just seems like that's like the yearly shoe that Nike always releases. They always release a pair of white Air Force Ones. So I guess, like, if you have a kid where it's like, you want them, well, see, that's the thing. Like, a kid, a young kid, they're not going to be taking care of those shoes. So it's probably best maybe to get them a different type of colorway. Like, they got like these ones called the Safety Orange Patent. And yeah, I'm like, with safety in them, I'm like, yeah, it might be best you get them. Well, then again, again, I'm like, it really depends because the only sizes they have is from 6 to 14, so they don't have like no other sizes like or below 6 like the white Air Forces. Black Air Forces, because I know people are probably gonna be all like, what about the black Air Forces? There's a current meme going on about black Air Forces where it might not be the best idea to get your kid no black Air Forces. They're good shoes, don't get me wrong, but yeah, there's a current meme going on. I mean, kids don't really be paying attention to memes like that, not that I know of. But then again, it's like I haven't been a kid, since I became before that time frame of me being a teenager. So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like a young kid. They might now work $2,000 for a size 4 and some black forces. Nah, that's crazy. You could actually go on the Nike website most likely and get you some. I guess like if you're all like, nah, I don't care about no memes or anything. Like I want to get my kid some some black Air Force Ones. I'm pretty sure they have it where you could get the black ones in a size 4. Oh, they actually have some color. Oh, those are nice. They got like a texture type black Air Force One. Yeah, those are actually pretty nice. They have them in a size 10. Dang, I might have to cop those. Those are actually pretty nice. I'm like, they might be black, but that texture that they got on it, they also got a white one too. Nah, the white ones, I mean, I don't have a pair of white ones, but I don't know. I think if I were to, I would want to get the black ones. I'm like, but I don't know why they just do that. Like, they just release an all black or an all white. I'm like, fam, you guys, like, I mean, Nike, come on now. Like, y'all can release more colorways, but anyways, you could go, hold on for a second. Let me see, because they got, like, one that's under. Oh, no, they actually only go from a 6 to a 14, too. Dang. So I guess, like, they're probably like, nah, it's like if you, mostly because I'm pretty sure, wait a minute, because they do have, like, the kids section and stuff. So, yeah, you can, they got, like, some types for the kids and things. And I have to say, that's one thing about sneakers, unless it's, like, a popular sneaker. There's at times where I'll see like a kid sneaker and I'm thinking to myself, why isn't there not an adult version of that sneaker? Like, no, there's at times where kids be getting better sneakers. So if you go to Foot Locker or Champs, Foot Locker and Champs, they always be having like the best selection. I think because there's the one mall out here where they got like their own little store for kids. Like, I think, is it Foot Locker or is it Champs? I think it might be Foot Locker. It might be like Foot Locker Kids or Champs Kids, whatever it is. But regardless of the fact, like, no, they have like a big selection of kids. Like, that's the thing. Like, kids shoes are actually pretty cheap too. They don't cost like how whatchamacallit. Well, no, the crazy thing is that like kids sneakers, they were the price, because you could get you some Nike Air Force Ones in the for kids, and they are $100. I remember like when I got into getting sneakers, Air Force Ones were $90. So like, yeah, they definitely went up in prices. So I guess like if that's something that you're not with, I would recommend like Vans or Converse, but Vans or Converse don't really have a whole lot of cushioning. So that's why I'm like, if you're looking for something a little bit more comfortable for your kid, Air Forces is probably going to be the best bet. But if it's a much more older kid, I feel that with older kids, like if your kid is in middle school or high school, I mean, you can really get them any pair of sneakers. Like, Air Jordan 1s are pretty comfortable. Actually, Air Jordan 1s are really comfortable. Like, I don't think there's... The only time I have to say where I've felt like some discomfort when wearing Air Jordan 1s is if I'm walking for a long period of time or standing for a long period of time. But it's like that with any sneaker. So, and that's the thing, where it's like kids, for the most part, they're going to be sitting around in classrooms and stuff. So, like, you don't really have to get them some, like, I guess, like, the Air Force Ones, like shoes with cushioning. You very well could get them. No, actually, I had to say the one pair of shoes where you're like, okay, like I want to get like a very fashionable and standout shoe, Nike Dunks. I had recommended that to my friend, but she said that her kid isn't into Dunks or into all Nike shoes. And I'm like, dang, that hurt my soul. I'm like, you not a kid not being into Nike? I was like, I mean, I wasn't really into Nike like that, but like, I mean, yeah, if it came down between any other pair of shoes, always, like, that was one thing about it. I always looked in the Nike section. And if I didn't see anything with Nike, I wasn't, then yeah, like I said, I'll just probably end up getting me some Converse and things. But no, hold on for a second. Let me see what kind of dunks. So they got like the one pair of dunks that's really been blowing up lately. Not even like lately, like they've been blowing up for some years now. But they got the Panda dunks, and that's pretty much like Nike's, like that's like their, like if they had a shoe that was like a national anthem, it would definitely be like the Panda dunks. But no, they actually got that's on the Nike website. Hold on for a second, let me see what they got on Goat. I imagine they're gonna have like a lot of different types of dunks. Yeah, they got so many different colorways in dunks. They got black and white. This is like a grayish like fog color, but gray and white. They say that's rose. They look like a peach type color, but yeah, like a peach and white. They got like a camo-ish green. They call it like year this. So they got like names for them. So the Panda dunks, black, white, gray, fog, rose, whisper, year the snake, cacao wow. What kind of name? It's brown and white. I don't know what no cacao wow is. Like that sounds so weird. But anyways, dang, they got these one pair. It's the Freddy Krueger dunks, and they're going in my size, $18,000. That is crazy. You know what's funny? That they came out with a pair that does look like some Freddy Krueger sneakers. And yeah, they wasn't no $18,000. Like it wasn't didn't stand out like Freddy Krueger's sneakers, but still, I'm like, yeah, it's something where I'm like, they got a pair of sneakers that comes with soda. That's crazy. I know that soda. Yeah, that came out in 2023. I know that soda is expired. Ain't no way possible unless they don't open. But ain't no way possible them sodas is still they're still drinkable. Oh, they got like a Seattle Supersonic pair. I'm no, like this is my problem, is that I get to doing podcast episodes or videos talking about this stuff, and then next thing you know, I ain't seen a pair where I'm like, nah, I gotta get the Seattle Supersonics. Yeah, I gotta get those. What other pairs? Yeah, dunks. You'll be surprised on how many dunks. They got like a dunk work boot. Huh. I ain't know that they had that, but I guess they don't look like work boots though. Like they got too many colors to be some work boots. I guess like if you're working at a place where yeah, it's like this, they don't really trip about sneakers, then yeah, you could possibly get those. But yeah, it's like the thing is this. Definitely make sure, because they do have like the recently released sneakers. So usually with the recently released, those are like the much more cheaper ones. Then they got like from price to low. And yeah, they got like a lot of different types that you can get. Wait a minute, they got like, hold on, let me see some. Let me see something real quick, all right? Because I'm like, nah, I got dang, they got a pair of 9.5. That's $37. They're probably used. Yup, I knew it. I was like, ain't no way possible. They got an actual pair of some dunks where it's like, yeah, I'd definitely be careful. So like, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, if you're going shoe shopping with your kid, definitely sit there with them. Go to GOAT. I know people will probably be all like, oh, what about StockX? I done heard some horror stories about StockX, so if you want to get some sneakers from there, you very well can. If not, I can understand. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, definitely sit down with your kid and learn some things about sneakers, learn some colorway names and all that stuff. Yeah, you'll be surprised. Dunks if you're looking for something a little bit more fashionable. Air Forces if you're looking for something a little bit more cushioning. And then I'm trying to think of some other Nike shoes. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, Nike got a lot of different options. If you go on their website, you'll see. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.